Hello, what's going on YouTube fam? This is your boy J Money here, bringing you guys Burning Abyss deck profile. As you guys probably know, I'm not gonna showcase a deck like that without doing a deck profile, and I will get to Grados, Grado Kaiju's soon enough. I know I read the comments. I know quite a few of you guys really want that, so yeah. I don't know if I should call it Burning Abyss Orcust or whatever. I'm sorry I did not commentate the third and fourth match. I've just been incredibly busy those days. I'm actually going to be even busier today. I got so much I need to do. I still need to look through all those cards to pick out which ones I'm actually going to take with me to Colorado, because I'm going tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock. I still have to work, and I still have to like DoorDash a little bit, make a little bit more money so I'm not, broke, by the time I get down there. And all that. I still have to wash the last minute clothes, get those packed, make sure I have everything packed and all that before I even go out there and go to work. Because after work, I have just enough time to shower and go to the airport. So, I have to make this quick. Anyway, as you guys have seen in the live matches, Burning Abyss performed very, very well. Yeah. There's a lot that the deck can do. It's got a lot of options to get where it needs to go, which is why I kind of built the deck a little bit. I thought the deck would lose really hard to Call by the Grave, but truth be told, if you hit the Burning Abyss cards, you have then that leaves you open to Orcust combo. And if you hit the Orcust cards, then I saw my Burning Abyss stuff to do its thing. So, anyway. Anyway, the tournament went well, as you guys can clearly see. Now, granted, some people did break, so that does play a part. But, you also saw that the deck can also play into established boards. It doesn't have a terrible time. I earned my nice, yeah. This is a nice looking mat, man. For a sneak peek mat, this looks really nice. It's my first sneak peek mat ever. So, yeah, that I didn't buy. So, yeah, this is that's nice. So let's see. Like I said, I got the Firewall Dark Fluid. I got the Granite Lulus. I'm going to try some shenanigans with Granite Lulus because, again, it's really good. You can either use it to search the bureau for a defensive option, or you can search Block Dragon to combo off. And speaking of which, Burning Abyss Block Dragon, I know that's a deck. So let me know your thoughts regarding that deck, whether or not you think that or the Orcust build is better. I don't know if I should call it Burning Abyss Orcust, but whatever. Yeah, rocking my Kool-Aid shirt today, by the way. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of the introductions. Let's go ahead and get on to this profile, because I know you guys want to see it.
Alright guys, so here we go with this deck profile. I will have you know this is a 60 card build, but a lot of you probably figured that out. It's 60 cards, and I still just did not have the space to fit everything I wanted to fit in. If I had it my way, I would be having things like a little darkness in here, beginning of the ends in here, because you just fill up the grave so fast with so many darks, and it's not even funny. But as you guys kind of can see, I guess the cards really weren't even needed at all. So start off with a wonderful field center. So pretty nice. So anyway, on to the real profile. We got of course, we gotta play Tour Guide. Any sort of Burning Abyss strategy, Tour Guide is probably the center cornerstone of it, because it's so good. If it goes up to more copies than one, Burning Abyss actually might do something in the competitive realm. So of course, our best two BAs, we got our Seer Graph. Our 3 Scarves is our auto search for these cards, or Libic, or yeah, because I grabbed that a couple times too. And our Farfuzz. Didn't really use this effect a lot. Really, it was just used as a level 3 extender this past weekend. But anyway, we got 2 Libics, 2 Calcabs. We got 1 Alec, 1 Barbar, and 1 Libic. Libic was in here because of Virgil last format, but now the extra deck space is so tight, I didn't even have space for Virgil. but I kept this in anyway because again, it's a level 3 extender, and yeah, you want quite a few level 3 extenders to access that Cherubini. So that's it for the Burning Abyss monsters, and of course we got our complementary monsters here. We are 3 copies of Rhino Warrior. As you can see a lot in the matches, I access Fabled Sulkius with it a lot. And yeah, Fabled Sulkius is really good. So that's it for all the BA supports. Now you got your Phantom Knights, you got your 3 cloaks, your 3 boots, and 1 Ragged Gloves. This Ragged Gloves actually came in quite a few times. It just allows you to send a Phantom Knight trap card if you mill the BA, and then basically that Ragged Gloves just acts as another level 3 extender. So it was a correct call adding it into the deck. Next we got our Orcust cards. We got 3 Harp Horrors. Not sure why I played 3. I probably could have just cut it down to 1 and just played everything else at 1. And it probably would have been fine. So this is our Orcust package we got going on here. 3 Harps, a Nightmare, a Symbol, and a World 1. Crescendo, Instance, and Babel. So I was thinking about also adding more copies of Nightmare just because I wanted to, just because I was playing a 60 card deck, I wanted to increase the chances of either opening a Burning Abyss and then discarding it with Fabled Sulkius, or just milling it off of Dante. But, you know, I hardly milled Orcust cards with Dante regardless, so this is probably something that you guys can learn from. Probably play more copies of Nightmare, just so you can see it more. You know, whether it be within the next few cards of your deck or just opening it. So, that's one thing I probably would change. I would probably keep these at 3 and then add in 2 more copies of Orcust Nightmare. Alright, man, on to the dangers. Of course, you know, we're playing, any dark deck has to play dangers, obviously. We got our Nessies, our miniature Jaguars, and our Snakes, obviously. I don't know why this went down to 2, but hey, it's a part of the big 3, so screw it. We got Mothmans. The Mothmans actually came in for us a lot. So, you know, just a draw on the discard. 1 Choop, 1 Thunderbird, and 1 Bigfoot. You know, knowing what I know now, I'll probably try to find space for a second Bigfoot. I wish I had space for more dangers in general. You know, just get me through my deck more. But then again, if I have space for more dangers, I would probably just play Allures and Beginning of the Ends to get through my deck that way. But then again, just dangers are just bodies. They're dark bodies, and they're just more ways to get into Curious, which you've seen a few times in those matches. Next, we got Psychic Wilders, again, level 3 extender. I probably shouldn't even play these anymore because I'm not playing Virgil. This is the only reason I was playing these, because it was a level 3 extender to make Cherubini, make Dante, and make Virgil. But because I don't have Virgil in my extra deck anymore, these might need to get cut. And they're not dark. I mean, but they're Earth, so if I wanted to play like Block Dragon or something, then yeah, it's a nice prime target. Next, the random monsters. Just to support. Fabled Sulkius was just really, really good all around, just all day in that tournament. 3 Malicious, I wish there was more ways to see it. And 1 Dark Refer. I opted for Dark Refer over Armageddon Knight because there's a lot of high level darks in here. If I would have played more copies of Orcust Nightmare, this would be even better, but because you're playing a lot of high levels, or not a lot, but enough to warrant a special summon, you know, you're good to go. If you can special summon it, that's what you want to go for. So, and also it just allows you to discard things, like some of your BAs from your hand. It lets you discard maybe potential Orcust out of your hand, and send more stuff to the graveyard. It's really good. The only random spell we were actually playing outside of Babel and Einstocks was Foolish Burial. Again, just didn't have the space for much else. Trap cards we play, you know, obviously we saw the Crescendo, so we're adding some Fog Blades, a Shade Brigandine, and Phantom Knight Wing. Phantom Knight Wing was good. This is generally what I would just send off of Ragged Gloves, just so I can just banish it and resurrect a Phantom Knight. It was, again, it's just basically another level 3 extender. So, I wouldn't change that. So that's it for the main deck, guys. It's all 60 cards. Let's go on to the extra deck. Ooh, man, our 1 copy of Cherubini. I don't think we ever needed a second copy, so I wouldn't increase these numbers. 2 Dantes. The second one can come up, and it has, but it doesn't come up often. But, you know, it's better to have a second one than not have one at all when you need it. You know, just having those extra mills, especially if you're trying to get into Orcust cards, is so vital. 1 Beatrice, gotta play Pilgrim. Even though it hardly comes up because generally the game is over, you still need it. Breaksword, it came up. Levier, it came up. And honestly, truth be told, every single card in my extra deck came up, which is exactly what you want. You want every card in your extra deck to be useful. You know, you never really want dead cards in your extra deck unless it's for like a bad matchup or something like Thunder Dragon, for example. Next we got our 2 Galateas, our Long Gearsu, and 2 Dingirsus this time. The second one actually came up, so I was like, man, this is the first tournament I actually need a second Dingirsu. Normally I don't need a second one, but you know, this is one of those decks where, hey, a second one is definitely appreciated. Alright, so next for our random one-offs, we got Curious Access Orcust combo, Nightmare Phoenix, and our Beat Cop. Again, every single card in extra deck came up. Beatrice itself can also access Orcust combo if you hit a malicious or whatnot. So, what didn't come up a lot was my side deck. A lot of the times I just didn't even, a lot of times I either didn't side or I sided and just never drew into my stuff. So, but we're gonna go and showcase it anyway. We got our 3 anti-spells in our Imperial. This actually came up because I actually saw it. And yeah, against that Mystic Mind player. And we sided it against a Tinny Blue Eyes player because we knew he played a lot of spell cards because he's playing Blue Eyes, but never saw it. Pancratopsis, I think I sided them in, but I never saw them. And I guess I didn't need them, quite frankly. 2 evenly matches. I saw them against Mystic Mind, but it was too late. Let's see. Random Armageddon Knight and Rhoda, just to make accessing Orcust combo more consistent. If there are some useless cards in my deck against certain matchups, I would side them out and like side these in just to get extra stuff going. 2 Crank Rants because I don't know. Again, I slapped this deck together in 5 minutes. And I was like, you know what? It just puts 2 level 3s on the board. So, you know what? Screw it. It's going in. Never sided it in. 2 Lances. Also didn't side them in. So, yeah. That's it for the deck, guys.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that deck profile. Be sure to leave your comments and thoughts down below. Let me know if you prefer this build or like the Block Dragon build, because I know that's a thing too. So if you guys want to see a Block Dragon build of that, well, let's get this bad boy up to, whoa, ooh, should we get this up to 50 likes? I think we can do that. Let's get it up to 50 likes. And I'll be sure to pick up all the cards needed to do a second run of Burning Abyss, this time being Block Dragon. It might, no, I don't think it will contain Orcust cards at this point, so yeah. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. This is J Money, and here's next week's deck.